Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Thursday edition of the Damian's Advocate. I am the bald man known as Damian G. Hello, hello, hello. That is the advocate over there, Coach Sarah at Coach_Girl Friday, who doesn't like the baldness, apparently. But you know what? I don't care because it's my body, my choice.
That's right, but I don't care that you don't care.
My body, my choice. Want to shave my head? I'll shave my head.
That's true. You get to do that. That's your choice.
Because I'm a sexy beast. And sexy beasts deserve to have bald heads if they want.
You're going to feed my father's ego right now.
I'm not trying to feed your father's ego because...
trying to feed your ego. Your own personal ego.
Oh, it's not even my own ego. I just like being bald at this point. Full disclosure, folks, it was one of those things where I just kind of woke up and said, Sarah, we're shaving it today.
Yeah, made me do part of it. You made me shave part of it, which is torturous. That's just mean and cruel.
Yes. I made Sarah participate in the shaving of the Damianistic head. So there's that.
That's mean. That's like
see you already, Chris. What up, Toph? What up, Baldy?
There. You know what? I'm going to join that club. I told you I woke up this morning and I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shave my head and just wear a wig. Because I actually, if you don't know, have an undercut. And it was too long and I couldn't handle it. And I was trying to let it grow out and I gave up. And I said, I can't handle the length it was at. So I'm just going to shave it off.
Your choice, madam.
That's right. That's right.
Aside from my lack of hair and her frustratingly with her hair, today's topic was something that Sarah, I want to say if I was next to her when the topic came up during our pre-show meeting, she would have been yelling at me. Because she asked me a question and I didn't care for her question because she wasn't going to like my response because it was going to be very Damianistic. And we have a request for you to shave your head. So
okay, deal.
There you go. We will be the Bald Team Rocket. There you go. Bald Team Rocket.
I need a wig though. I do need a wig. I just don't want to spend money on a wig.
Have you seen some of the wigs that women wear nowadays? You don't need a lot of money for a decent wig.
Listen, I don't want to look like I'm from the streets or for
the
streets.
You are for the streets, and we've talked about this.
For the streets.
You're for the streets, Sarah. We've talked about this. But I digress, as she gives me the dirty looks and the evil eye. Sarah, what was your question that you asked me that I wanted to yell at you for?
I love asking this question because I know it makes him want to yell. But I want to know, because I don't fully understand, Damian, why is it so bad to compliment a woman? Why are you considered a simp if you're just like, hey, you're really gorgeous. You are super cute. Wow. Like, why does complimenting a woman make you a simp?
Okay, first and foremost, I have never said that complimenting a woman makes you a simp. Telling a woman
against it.
She looks nice today does not make you a simp.
Okay,
so where are you getting this from?
From you? What do you mean? What do you, when someone's like, man, you're gorgeous, like, man, you're simping on, or you're walking on simp territory. Yeah, that's what, man. What? Yeah, if someone's like, God, you're gorgeous today, you're just like, oh man, stop. Just stop.
Okay, I know where this is coming from now that you've jogged my memory. Mr. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Yeah, I know where this is coming from. Yeah, you're welcome. When a man loves a woman, no, I'm just fine.
Man loves a woman. I'm sorry. You started it. I can't help it. I can't help it.
You done? Okay. To be frank, the person in question, because I know exactly what you're talking about, is overdoing it to the point of it smells like a simp. It sounds like a simp. He's acting like a simp.
Why?
He's overdoing it.
How?
It sounds like you're being put on a pedestal.
Because he says he wants to spend time with me in a cute way?
You find it cute?
Yeah.
I guarantee you, Sarah, if it was anybody else who wasn't as attractive as him, you would not let it go.
Okay, well, yeah, but it doesn't make them a simp.
He is one.
No.
Look, I don't look. I'm not over here rationing out confidence like Oprah giving out cars. Okay, if I don't say you get a comp, you get a comp, you get a comp. if I know, okay, prime example. I'm going to use Chris's wife for a second here. Topher's wife. I call her a vampire all the time.
Mhm.
She is a vampire because she's gorgeous and she doesn't age.
What a creative way to say she's beautiful and doesn't age.
She's a vampire because she bathes in the blood of the innocent. We know this.
What a creative way to say that.
But I'm not simping on her.
Why does that mean he's simping? Because he said in a creative way, I would like to spend more time with you.
He literally wanted to cut out days of the week so he can get to see you faster.
And?
On some Cyrano de Bergerac, I'm outside your window holding a boombox, John Cusack, say anything, John Hughes movie bullcrap.
That would creep me out.
Delp says he also bathes in the blood of the innocents.
Right, Delp. I don't understand why a compliment or a creative compliment is simping.
Because he's someone you want to hear it from. If it was someone you didn't want to hear it from, you would probably call it that.
I wouldn't call it simping. I'd just be like, ew, go away. Go away.
Oh, is that how you talk to guys you reject? You say, ew, go away? Are you perpetuating stereotypes again?
No. I definitely don't. That's what I'm thinking. I don't say that. I'm not mean like that. I'm not mean like that at all. Have you ever seen me be... I have to be careful how I phrase this. Have you ever seen me, let me finish before, be mean to a man that was trying to hit on me?
Are you working?
Yes.
Of course not. You're not going to do it while you're at work.
Sure. Not working.
No man has the balls to go up with you if I'm sitting next to you.
It's true. It's also true. This happened one time. I wasn't mean to him. I was just confused.
You ran away. You ran away when a man wanted to buy you a drink, Sarah.
Well, I asked why first. Why? And I was like, no, bye. Listen, that is the first time that's ever happened to me.
Lies.
No, for real. That is the first time anyone has ever been like, hey, can I buy you a drink? That moment right there. Part of the reason is I got married when I was 20 before I could drink. Never went out to bars. Never went out to bars. That's a new thing. And somehow I'm a bartender now, so I don't know how that all works out, but whatever. So that was legit the first time someone's like, hey, can I buy you a drink? And I'm legit, why? Why? I'm running.
So let me ask you a question. You're bringing up a really interesting point for me. You are one of the most suspicious of people's motives, persons that I know.
Mm-hmm.
So when a gentleman caller, who I know who it is, obviously, and whoever knows, says, I wish the days were Monday, Tuesday, to see you more often. Yet you're one of the most suspicious people I know. Why all of a sudden now you are so receptive to it?
Because I had been suspicious for a long time beforehand, for months. Because if you recall, I put him off for a few months. And then I decided to go out, which I was ridiculously nervous about. And then it was a good time. And so that's why I was a little more receptive, because I actually got to know him and be less suspicious. I'm still very suspicious of everyone, but less suspicious. Anytime. So.
But there it is. Boom, boom, boom. Ring the bell. Ding dong, ding dong, ding 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 ding.
Listen. Flip it.
It's because he's hot. This sounds like something Barney would say. Because she's hot. Because he's hot.
Every human makes exceptions for it when it's someone they're actually attracted to.
Wait a minute. Thinking. Do I make exceptions? No, because I don't lay it on thick like most people do. How many times have you seen me even remotely lay on compliments thick?
You don't, because when you bring women on date, you don't bring them around me at all. I don't even know these women that you bring out on dates. You wait
First
until
off,
I'm not at the bar, huh?
Damian doesn't date.
Uh, Damian Damian plays street games and he doesn't bring these women around. He's playing street games.
It's called interviewing skills, my dear.
Oh,
Interviewing skills.
yeah, how do you interview them, Damian? Please tell me.
We go out for one drink,
Mm-hmm.
2 drinks tops.
Mm-hmm.
Chris says, I'm back. Sorry, the vampire called. This is true. But that's neither here nor there.
Oh,
I don't do. No. Here's what I don't do, because I used to do it. This is why I can tell you. I used to be the dude that literally would write fucking love poetry, for, in retrospect, somebody that didn't deserve it. Why? Because pedestal.
Pedestal, I understand. But does anyone deserve it, Damian, in your eyes?
No.
Okay. There's a difference. Because I believe there's always someone out there that can and does deserve your affection.
I didn't say, no. You didn't ask me if they deserve my affections. You said, do they deserve to be put on a pedestal?
No. I said the pedestal I can understand, but like writing the letters, going the extra mile for that person, like saying sweet, silly things.
Extra mile, please. Get out of here.
Extra mile. Okay, for you, an extra half inch, whatever. But like, whatever. A little bit more than you would with other people, okay?
I correlate my effort to the effort I'm receiving.
Okay.
That's simple. I've told you, and Topher knows this because we just had this conversation the other day. I do not put myself above and beyond anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Reasons you both know.
Yeah.
For people and reasons you both know. And I will never do that again.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't deserve it. But, all right.
You happy now with my answer? Cat ears?
I don't know why this is what I decided to do to cope with whatever. These are weird.
What are you doing?
I got distracted. ADD at its finest.
You might as well leave it back on, because inevitably John Wool's going to pop on and make a comment about your cat ears. So you might as well leave it on.
All right. Meow.
Yes. You literally just got an OnlyFans request just now.
Yes. Meetmyfeet.com, MEAT. No, it's not a place. If you look it up, I don't know what's there. I haven't been there. I don't own rights to it.
I think Sarah just admitted she wants to do a foot fetish website, y'all.
I do. That's a great way to make money. And I don't have to get naked for it. My feet are always naked anyways. Shouldn't have said that on air. Anyways.
What?
I'm barefoot all the time.
If you haven't domained the name meetmyfeet.com, Sarah wants to use it for her own business. Air quote, business.
What was the word we learned today? What was the word of the day?
It was it infant something?
Infant terrible. Infant terrible.
Otherwise known as terrible kids. Yeah, that's what that means.
That's us.
Because we're 5. But to again, your question, just because I compliment someone, I tell you when you look nice in something, do I not?
You do.
Yeah,
you do.
But I don't lay it on thick. GT will give you a compliment, but he doesn't lay it on thick. Take your mind out the gutter, you perv. We're not talking about that kind of thickness.
Infant terrible.
Infant terrible. See, look at that. Mitchell's got a friend that would pay for that.
How much? I'm in need of some cash.
Y'all gonna have to negotiate that in the DMs. I am not your pimp right now.
Anyways,
I'm out your feet.
My dad's gonna jump on and be like, "What the fuck?" Please do not. Please do not. What has happened? This has gone off the rails. Yes, lay it on thick. What? Okay, who determines if it's thick or not? Oh God, who? I'm done.
You're such a 5-year-old. I swear to God. I swear you're a 5-year-old. So, okay, women who are watching right now. I know there's a couple of women watching in the chat right now. Where's the line between honest compliment and you're laying it on too much.
And cutesy. Sometimes it's just cute. I thought it was cute.
All right, so
I would
Mitchell's
like
friend's got a hardcore foot fetish, so there you go.
okay. I mean, I got decent feet.
And then Topher says, I'm pimping out the feet.
All right, cool. Topher, you're my pimp. This is
Whoa. Whoa.
For
Did
my
you drink
feet.
before the show?
No. And coffee.
Have you been sipping on the sauce?
I have just had coffee and ramen today. Oh, by the way, that ramen was fantastic. It's off-brand. Anyways, what is, because I think it depends on each woman. Some women, like, especially those that have, like, the words affirmation love language, they want to hear all the sappy BS. I can tell you my ex-husband loves all the sappy BS. Like, loves it. And if I'm not very good at giving sappiness, like, I'm not good at it. And so it was a problem because I wasn't very good at it. You think? So, I mean, it depends on the woman. I know me, I'm a quality time person. So, like, that's cute to me, but it's not the end all be all. I like the super, just spend time with me. I think that's probably why I like that specific comment that you're referring to, because it was like, hey, I want to spend more time with you, which is my love language. Yeah, let's spend time together. So.
But it all boils down to the fact that it came out of an attractive person.
Very attractive person, yes.
Mm-hmm. So this is you taking the wheel, right? And you're steering into the stereotypes. Turn into the stereotypes.
We all do. We do.
Thank you. Then say that then. Don't ride the night horse of, no, we don't all do that. No, we're not all like that.
All like what? What am I not? No, I'm saying we all do that. We absolutely all do that.
Specificities for people who we find attractive.
Including men. Men do it too.
I'm not talking about us right now. I'm talking about you specifically, you.
Then why did you ask me about other people?
You're perpetuating the stereotype is what I'm saying.
Okay. Everyone does.
Thank you. I don't, but that's beside the point.
All right.
Heather says the line is when it's not a compliment, but you are viewed as an object. Laying it on too thick so you can get some. Thank you, Heather. Appreciate that.
I agree with that. Like, yes. When it's like, ugh, gross. When a guy comes up and is like, this happened the other day at the bar on Tuesday. What was it, Sarah? Walk slower. What? No.
Oh, yeah, when that one dude was checking you out and he wanted you to walk slower. Yes, we all were there for that. Mm-hmm.
That's like an object. I get that. That was not, I that in that moment, that night, all I wanted to do was go hide in the bathroom, honestly.
You tried to hide behind the bar.
I did. I poured, I did.
You made a drink from hiding behind the well.
I did. It was a wild night. This is what I learned that night. 2 females behind the bar make for some trouble. And it's not even the bartender's fault. It's just, there's not another male behind the bar, people take advantage of it.
Lauren says, I love complimenting people, but yes, if someone starts laying it on too much, they won't shut up. And then, yes, I will start to be very annoyed. Mitchell says, I laid it on thick with her, but they were all genuine compliments. See, but it's his wife now. So it's his wife now. It works. Yeah. It works.
See, that's the thing. Like, everybody's different. When you are treated like an object, that's a problem. I wasn't treated like an object in that compliment. It was to me, and this is why it's specific with me. It was, he wanted to spend more time with me. And that's a big deal for me because I am quality time, like a true quality time person. That is, we don't have to do anything. So just quality time. So
that's fine. Yeah. But your question to me was, why do I think it's simping? And I don't think it's simping when it's genuine. But remind me again how much you like cornballs.
I don't.
Exactly. So it came across as super corny, the thing you don't like, and yet you still liked it.
Hang on. Was it super corny? A
Yes.
little. Maybe. Again, hit a button with the
I'm sure he did.
with the
Probably on your feet too.
he hit a button with the quality time thing and he's attractive. So
That's it.
next topic.
You're the one that brought this up. I'm over here minding my own business here on the Damian G Show, Damian's Advocate.
I did bring this up.
What else you got?
Boo, 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 boo. Oh, yes. Moving on to the next topic. I have a question about something I like to call situational red flags.
Uh-huh. There's no such thing. They're either a red flag or they're not.
No. There's a difference. Let me explain the difference. To me, there's red flags when it comes to personality and the person and who they are as a person. There are some red flags when you meet a person, you're like, yeah, you kind of crazy. And then there are, oh man, they're in a really bad situation right now. Which, listen, honestly, I know I'm a walking red flag right now. So I am a situational red flag, I would like to think. Meaning my situation is crappy and can raise some red flags, but who I am is not a red flag. Other than according to you, I was, an athlete and I have tattoos and, have dyed my hair in natural colors and all that stuff and have children.
So if anyone wants that guide that we keep referencing about the 15 or 16 red flags to disqualify someone from your dating pool, please let me know and I will gladly share that with you. And yes, Topher asks, are you sure you don't have your beauty blinders on? He's hot, so you don't recognize the cheese or the red flags. Thank you. No. Thank you, Topher.
Topher, I'm aware that there are some that I let the cheese happen because he is attractive. But again, also it was a specific cheese towards me that makes
goat
sense.
Cheese, right? Goat cheese.
Yeah, I love goat cheese. It was perfect. It was like, here's goat cheese. Oh, perfect. It wasn't normal like American cheese, which is disgusting. And I would have been like, take that fake ass cheese over there. Give me the real stuff.
Take that fake ass cheese over there.
Take your Velveeta somewhere else. Give me
the vegetarian who eats vegan cheese.
I do eat vegan cheese, but I also really like goat cheese. Like, goat cheese is the bomb. I'm sorry, it's like the best cheese ever created. And I'm done with that.
All right, so going back to what you said about situational red flags. So what you're really saying is, are there red flags you're willing to forgive just because you want to either get to know this person or because you're willing to look past said red flags?
It's not that I am willing to forgive. It's one of those things that is like, my situation is temporary. Should be temporary. Another person's red flag should be temporary. What do you do in those situations? Say like, everything else is great. It has the makings for something great, but their current situation is like, what do you do in those situations? Do you just continue to take it slow, or just be like backing off, like, I'm done? Like, I know what you would do. I actually want to know what our listeners would do, because you're like quick to be like, yeah, bye, peace out, I'm done. And sometimes I'm wondering, like, are things worth moving slower for, or are they like just, I don't know.
So I'm going to surprise you really fast and say that I am not immediately disqualifying someone because they have supposed universal red flags.
I am. Okay.
I have grown in that realm for myself to see people as the whole, as a part of, as opposed to part of the story, where I will stay staunch in my belief of, there are some red flags to me, my own personal red flags. We talked about it a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago. Everybody has personal red flags that they are not willing to give up. I'm sorry, if they are married, that's a red flag, and they're coming at your boy, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
That is a red flag.
Or in a relationship, all that stuff, a committed
And that they're
relationship.
keeping secret from me, and then I find
Mhm.
out, that's a red flag.
I'm with you on that. Like some people, yeah, I'm with you on that one. That's.
If they are a gold digger, that is a red flag.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
they are literally the gal that just wants to go on dates just for the free food, that is a red flag.
Yes. I agree with these red flags.
Okay. Now, if she's got 7 kids from 7 different dudes, that's also a red flag.
Yeah. Yeah.
This ain't the Maury show. I am not NASCAR. I am not a sponsorship. You needs to stop that.
Not, that's a great analogy. That is a great comparison. Not a sponsorship. Damn. That's also very harsh.
But it's
The
true, though.
truth. Yeah. Shit. All right.
There are more, but I'm sure the audience doesn't want to hear my whole list of red flags that I have in my back pocket. But
yeah, no, my question is more like, all right, this person is great. This has the makings to be something great. Their current situation is not great.
right.
How do you handle that?
That's up to you. If you are willing, it's always going to be subjective. But remember what we say. We are going to make exceptions based on 1, attraction to the person. 2, do we see promise with them? Promise of progression, promise of possibilities, and being able for them to build themselves up from what they currently are. Look, I am the king of dating on potential. I have been dating on potential since I started freaking dating back when I was 19, 20. Not in 1920, when I was 19, 20. Dating on someone's potential. But you know what? Not everybody actualizes their dating potential.
That's true. I know I do. In that way, you doing that is actually thinking more like a female. That's what females tend to do.
Exactly. And look how that worked out for your boy. Never again.
Listen, no. Don't because you had some really, really fucked up people. No, you did. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna go down because I'm already mad with her. No, I believe in dating for potential, but also being very aware of like, all right, this is a problem, which is okay, which is probably what I'm thinking. Like, if you have a situational red flag, situational red flag, you can see potential with this person, you really like them and everything. I think it's one of those things like take it day by day, be very aware, be very cautious and guarded. I feel that's how it should be.
Well, give me an example of a red flag you're willing to overlook.
A red flag I'm willing to overlook.
Oh, situational red flags you're referring to.
Situational red flag. Let me think. So I don't want to give mine away. my own personal Limo situational red flag. Hang on, let me think. So okay, here's one. And I know people will have opinions on this. Everyone has a different opinion on this. Them and their let's say ex-husband or ex-wife have split up, but they're not legally divorced yet. That's when I'd be like, all right, like, cool. Like, well, is it in the works? Like, what's happening? You have to understand my mindset too, is I'm not completely like, I don't necessarily want to get married again. Like, do the whole legal thing. So like legally, I don't care. To me, it's one of those things like I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But I also understand some people's points of, oh, you're not actually divorced. That means you can up and leave and go back to your significant other at any time. And
wait a minute, wait a minute. People actually have that thought process?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So it's just a weird thing. That's one that doesn't bother me specifically. Yeah. I don't know. That's one I'm willing to overlook. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's goes back to, like I said, it's going to be subjective.
Mhm.
There are going to be things that we are willing to overlook for the sake of one, we like the person. Let's just boil it down. We like a particular person a lot. This is brought up in one of the dating groups we're a part of about when you really like someone, what are you willing to overlook?
Yeah.
And me personally, there's a few things I can overlook and there's a lot I can't. And
Mhm.
it just depends on the person.
Yeah. I agree.
Now, if it's egregious, no, Sarah, no.
Egregious. What is an example of egregious to you?
Okay, I'll put myself out there. When I was about to move here,
Mhm.
I was still married, even though we were filed, we separated, but we were still living together. So my number one thing was, well, if we're still going to live together before it's time for me to go, I'm going to sleep on the couch until it's time to go. And that's what we agreed on, that I would sleep on the couch until I was going to move out. And I had about maybe a 2-month window between when we separated and then me moving out officially to Dallas. So I spent 1 month literally living in the place I called home for 5 years, living on a couch.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, had I met someone during that time and I told them this, they would probably think I was full of shit.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. That happens.
So there you go.
Well,
What else you got?
that's it. That is all I have actually right now. Those are my two, the situational and the compliments. Did you have something you wanted to discuss?
Really quickly, because I do have to go shortly.
Yeah.
We can kind of touch on this briefly. So I sent you a video from one of our favorite YouTubers, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, and he was doing a reaction video. I think it was a dating coach of some sort. She basically said that as much as women like to say they are independent and they don't need no man, etc., that when it all boils down to, and that they want the nice guy and all this other stuff, that when it all boils down to it, we're animals. She compared us to animals and said women will always go with their nature and look for the alpha male, because the nice guy they truly want, they say they want, they really don't, because they're passive and they're weak.
Okay.
So as a woman who prides herself on liking good dudes and nice dudes, what do you say to that?
I hate when people say that, like, oh, we're just animals. That is our basic nature. But here's the thing. I'm going to go all science nerd on you. Our brain has more layers than any other mammal or any other species. We have our reptilian part of our brain, which is the very basic survival instinct. That's it. Then we have our mammal brain, which has to deal with fear and emotion. And then we have I believe it's our lobes, our frontal lobes, which helps us rationalize things. And comparing us to animals is not fair. We have more than actual animals. And I'm not getting the correct science terms on this at all. But I hate when people compare us to animals, because we're definitely more evolved than that. And sorry, I appreciate that, baby. Okay, go back to sleeping. I appreciate you. I'm on a show. Okay, love you. Bye.
Is that middle or youngest?
Middle. Okay, you can't swing. Well, you can't swing on a broom anyways. Go on out. Love you. Anyways, we're more evolved. We have more ability to we have more ability to rationalize and make better choices. Some of us are more evolved than others. So can you say hi to everyone since we're just here? Say hi.
Little man.
You're interrupting. I told you guys to not come in. Love you. Bye-bye. Go shut the door, okay? Okay.
Well, we just had a cameo, y'all. For those who don't know, that is one of Sarah's children that decided to just jump on.
He's a mess. He's a mess. Anyways, yeah, I don't necessarily agree with it. I know me. I'm not gonna go for the basic brute that's just. That's not me. I'm more evolved than that. There are women that will go for that.
But does an alpha man have to be only, or can
No.
they have traits?
Listen, I think we need to, at one point, define an alpha male, because I don't necessarily agree with people's terms on alpha male. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I think everyone has their ideal of what an alpha male is, or what they see as an alpha male. So that may be a show we should do, is get a list, get some, get what society says is an alpha male. And then I will write down what I believe, how I view an alpha male, what an alpha male is to me.
That's fair. I also, I think one day we need to have a show, and maybe the audience can help me with this at some point. Let's be real here.
Mm-hmm.
You and I portray ourselves to be these very calm and understanding and caring people because we're both coaches. But in this realm of dating, let's be honest, there are certain traits that are going to make you and I want to drop our pants for said person.
Mm-hmm.
Methinks that that's going to be a fun episode.
Yep. Yep.
I'm sure our male contingent is going to look forward to the day where you basically say, yeah, this is what's going to make me like wet my whistle.
Oh God.
Figuratively and literally.
Okay.
And I wonder how many alpha male traits are in that descriptor.
We'll see. Let's do that. That's going to be a full hour, maybe hour and a half episode.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that. So
cool.
Really quickly, I personally agree with that woman's assessment, because 90% of the women I talk to will tell me, I like him, but, especially my clients, when they're talking about men they're interested in or men who are interested in them, there is always I like him, but. And the but has nothing to do with any of the typical masculine traits. It's so all the other stuff.
Like situational red flags.
It's because either A, there's no challenge, B, there's no edge, C, he's just a really nice person and I'm going to hurt him.
I've said that once, but I was 13.
These are women who are my age bracket and just below.
Listen, some of these women you find, I'm just like, ooh.
These are my clients, by the way, y'all. These aren't like women I'm dating or anything like that. These are my clients.
No, they're clients, and then they're also from. Anyways, sometimes I just.
You mean the women that get mad when a man can't change a tire?
That's how I feel about that. Ow.
Sarah hurt herself. Very nice.
I did. Anyways.
Well, we'll save that for the future. I actually do have to go, everybody, because I have another podcast to do in the next 15 minutes. So with that being said, I am Damian G. That is Coach Girl Friday. Find me at Damian G Show, her at Coach_Girl Friday. The show, Damian's Advocate, on Instagram. That is our place where we post random shit, random videos, and all the stupid stuff that we deal with in terms of trying to find content for the show. Find it on twitch.tv/Damian G Show, as well as the YouTube page, Damian G Show as well. And without you, there is no us. And remember, folks, knuckle pain is a blessing, according to Joshua. Have a good one.
All right.